All right, we're back in the shop again today. Thank you for joining us. Anthony Powell, Tone Devil Guitars. Here's where we're at with these three builds. This is the classical nylon string. Well, it's a nylon string 6-string guitar with a cutaway. Beautiful rosewood back and side set. Then we got right behind it is Dave's harp guitar, and we're working on that a little bit. I've got the back for it all braced. Probably get that glued on today. And then over here's the Guitar Center Rush order, and Dave did the finish sanding job on that after I glued the fingerboard on yesterday, and it now has a couple coats of sealer on the top. So I'm doing a little bit of some repair work in the shop today. I've got a mandolin for Luke. Brought his Givens Legacy mandolin over, and I had to do a brand new nut for it, and a little bit of a setup job. So here's that. I've got this Givens Legacy mandolin. It's an A-style mandolin, real nice instrument, and yeah. So we had to do a fingerboard job, some new frets, and he brought it back to have some adjustments made to it. So just got done with that today. And also on the bench is this really awesome Martin Dreadnought, and the binding has come loose on it here, so I'm gluing the binding back on. All right, so stay tuned for that. All right, so I got done doing the binding job on this Martin here, and just wanted to talk a little bit about this fish glue. Stuff is really sticky stuff. It's great for certain things. It's a lot like hide glue, but it's a little different than hide glue. It's in liquid form, so you can just use it like Titebond. And yeah, it works good. It sticks to plastic. That's the main thing. That way you don't have to use some kind of a epoxy or something, or super glue. When you're dealing with finish like this, you want to have a water-soluble glue that you can just wipe off with a wet rag afterwards. So yeah, look, there's out there. Grab yourself some fish glue. I think we got this from ye old Stu Mac. All right, so it's the next day, and right here in my hand I've got a bridge blank. So this Dave made on the CNC machine. It's one of our bridge designs for a standard S12 model. I don't exactly know what kind of wood this is. I believe it is bubinga. It was in a stack of bridge blanks, and anyway, we got some rosewood, some Mexican coffee wood, and some bubinga, I believe, and that's what this one is. So anyway, this is what it looks like after I've done all of the prep work to it. I scalloped the edges over here, and I put a radius underneath there, so it's curved, so it matches the curvature of the top over there. And yeah, and then I just kind of sand it all down and smooth it out. So this is the Guitar Center Rush order, and I'm about to etch the top. I've got the positioning of the bridge located there real nicely, and I've taped it off and put some pencil lines on there, so I'm going to go ahead and etch all the finish off. Dave did a rush job on this finish job on the finish yesterday, but it turned out really nice. So we're going to just kind of continue on with that. All right, got that done. So next, what I like to do is I use this little tool that I made with a saw blade and an X-Acto handle, and I got the saw blade mounted on the X-Acto handle, and I like to, here's the back of the bridge. I like to put a little bit of a tack on the gluing surfaces, so it glues up nicely. So I just take this tool and kind of scratch away the wood underneath where the finish that I etched off there, and I just kind of raise the grain up a little bit and give it a little bit of some, open up those grains a little bit so it's got some bite. The glue can seep into those little channels, and it'll provide a lot of gluing surface area, and that bridge will never come off. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be gluing the bridge on. All right, I noticed Dave's got something interesting going on over here.
Is there anything wrong with this harp guitar anybody can notice?
Yeah, can anybody notice something strange about this particular harp guitar? Not the fact that it has these gorgeous Indian rosewood sides, and there's a back somewhere around here, but can you tell something strange about it? For us right-handed players,
How am I going to hold this thing?
how would I hold it? Normally I would be holding it with my left hand, but this is a left-handed harp guitar.
And it's not because the camera's flipped backwards.
Yeah, at least I don't think so. And it's also going to have, look at the size of that peg head up there.
12 stringer.
That's got enough room on it for 12 strings.
And I did find a harp peg head here, so.
Oh good, we got that already made.
Just need to put the block on it.
Awesome.
Get this guy rimmed.
Yeah, you did a lot of work on that last night. It's coming together quickly. So we still got this walnut back for Dave's harp guitar that we haven't glued up yet, and then this
Here's the
Sitka for the 12 string.
Here's the top for the 12 string, so as you can see, I'm holding it left-handed.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird building a left-handed harp guitar because you think you're doing it backwards, but it's not backwards. It just looks like backwards.
Yeah, so we might have to hire some left-handed player to come over here and help us string this one up and do the final setup on it. We'll see. All right, so I'm over here ready to glue this bridge up. I've got some little cork pieces, and I've got my 3 bridge clamping clamps, and here we go. I like to put glue on both sides, the underneath the bridge and on the guitar body, so that it gets a really nice sticky glue up.
Good for file storage.
Just going to take the tape off this Dreadnought that I was working on yesterday, and we'll see how the binding looks. Okay, so that's all done and nice and clean. Next, we are going to be gluing the top on this 12-string left-handed guitar right here. So Dave's going and getting it lined up, getting the top all.
Okay, you need the green colored pencil if you want to
Green
hold it.
colored pencil coming right up. Green, oh, how about brown?
Either one.
Brown colored pencil it'll have to be.
So yeah, we use a colored pencil because there's already a pencil line down there from the template doing the bracing. So now I want to use a brown colored pencil, which marks the actual rim. Because sometimes there's, some slight variations. There can be gaps, and it's wood. There's some different things that can happen. So this will actually give me exactly where the rim is at, and then that's where we're going to bandsaw it off and trim it down to size.
Double check to make sure all the braces line up just right with the kerf lining.
And they're not overhanging, lining. Just want to make sure we get that. Most importantly, we want to get this right here where the neck attaches, that corner right there.
Yeah, that tells us to make sure that the fingerboard will be squared up perfectly with the sound hole.
So now I have my brown line on there, and you can see right there where it actually lines up darn near perfect with my template line, which is a good sign. Obviously, we're doing a Spanish heel, so the neck is already connected. A lot of luthiers don't do this. This is sort of a traditional building construction method. We do it on all our steel strings, our harp guitars, pretty much everything we build has a Spanish heel, so that's why we have to do our neck adjustment in our top alignment this way with the neck installed. But now I'm going to take that spot right here that I marked, and I'm just going to I'm gonna cut this off with a saber saw right there, and that creates a little notch out of the top. We call that the top neck notch because the neck is notched out of the top. And then on here you have the opposite, so we call this the neck top notch. So this is the neck, and it has a notch out for the top to go on. So you got the neck top notch and the top neck notch.
Neck notch. So we need to take a little more off right here. There we go. Pretty good. Notched in there just right. Feels just proud, just enough. It's good. It seems like we don't have. This is down too low or something. All right, I'm also going to trim these braces just a little bit with my, with my finger plane. Where did it go?
Right here.
Half the job is finding your tools. Sounds real good. Okay, got everything all trimmed up and fitted nicely, and we're gonna go ahead and do the glue up.